be held responsible. I'm sure Madam Tsunami, I'll be waiting behind her name. Good the para. I'm sure some of them may be regretting why they even collect this to be among the panel of judges, because the fire don't burn. Maybe they want they think a business as usual as they did before. After a while they go rob them. We go keep quiet. And Atiku Obi hold Tinubu for neck. But the be like say we Atiku hold Tinubu now, e be like say na for him block us, because the two people wan kill this man. Make him no die before that time, because where they hold am now, Judiciary and him no go fit comot inside. I want to use the opportunity to thank the birthday, Madam Ngozi, every other person. I'm say just keep the fire, keep your faith, don't collapse. We are on it. We are winning this thing. Good evening, everybody. I yield. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, McDonald. Thank you. Happy birthday, Ngozi, again. Quickly, let's go to Ido. I know you were here earlier. Please, if you want to speak and you're in the speaker section, please raise up your hand, so that because I only look at people that their hands are up. So if your hand's not up, I probably will just keep passing you until you may eventually need to drop you. Ido, please go ahead. Hi there, are you there? All right, if Ido is not there, let's just quickly go to GRVPRO. GRVPRO, please go ahead. 4 minutes. GRVPRO, are you there? Okay. Anyway, if none of you are there, then we'll go to 7. 7, please go ahead. Hope you guys can hear me, Sha.
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know if
I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. All right. I mean, I think it's been a good time to take a lady, so let's just take Chisom. Chisom, are you there?
Please, sorry, please, guys, please, if you're up here and you want to speak, please stay close to your phone. Today is not that long space, and if we drop you, honestly, I'm not going to bring you back up, because the space is going to be as short as possible. So please, if you want to speak and request the mic, try and stay close to your space. I beg. Thank you. Nigeria, back to you.
Yeah, that's actually necessary. Chisom, go ahead. Chisom, we can't hear you properly. Are you there?
Okay.
If you are using an earpiece, maybe you should take it off.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better. Go ahead, 4 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Good evening, house. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your submission, everybody that has spoken before me. So I'm going to start from Tinubu's drug case. I strongly believe that his drug case is not going anywhere. In fact, it is going to outlive him, even after he has been disgraced out of Asurok, and his name is going to be associated with bad omen. Like the last speaker said, so many other things that even happened to me looks like there's a divine hand, like in everything that is happening, aside from all of the other physical things, physical actions that have been put in place, such as being in court, the lawyers working day and night, to gather the case and to build a strong defense and all of that. So that's one. Then on the EU submission of the INEC election, the thing is, the history we have with Western countries, I don't think any Nigerian should completely trust them. I mean, you can listen to what they say, you can acknowledge what they say, but I don't think we should completely trust their submissions, because a lot of times when it comes to Africans, a lot of things that they do is wrapped up in propaganda and bureaucracy, because they don't want it to seem like, oh, they are supporting this, but at the same time they don't want to outrightly go against evil. So they always play their hand to the point where they are not losing out on any kind of corruption that is going to come through the back door. So even about the conduct of the elections, this is even a blind person knows, even a blind person saw this. So I don't think we should be overly excited about it. Yes, it's a plus, but it's not something because we shouldn't be overly excited because it was already a known fact. Judiciary on trial. I mean, this is. I did not even know I was going to have the kind of patience I currently have concerning this ongoing case because it is. I know they say, like with legal and with law, there are processes and protocols, but what's maddening is the fact that this thing is black and white. And I know that we have to go through all of the court processes, but the fact that it seems to me though, like the judges are not being very serious about this case. First of all, going on break. The last time they went on break, you know, taking a break because one of the lawyers from the opposing team daughter had a wedding. Like we're talking about Nigeria being on the lifeline. What is all of these flimsy excuses? We're supposed to be running like fire brigade method now. Like like even in a corporate, like even at the workplace in your company, there are times where everybody is on like on their feet 247 because maybe there's a project with a deadline that has to be delivered. And I believe that's how the judges and the judiciary should be treating this case. But I'm not seeing that kind of energy from them. So of course we are never going to slack, putting them on the spotlight and making sure that they understand that we're going to keep watching them no matter how long this takes, because we are definitely, definitely, definitely going to get back our mandate. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you very much, Chisom. I agree with you. The judiciary needs to sit up. Um, and I'm sure they are aware. Not, I'm 100% sure they've confirmed it that they are aware that Nigerians are watching them. So, meanwhile, let me quickly apologize to our Facebook viewers. Oh my God. Facebook people,
Bro, we have Facebook. Oh.
Facebook people, make una not vex. I mean, it it just dawned on me that actually Violence Space is also streaming on Facebook. So,
So
um,
when I they shout am all the time, say Facebook, YouTube.
I they,
Oh.
I know they quick go Facebook. I they quick because my YouTube they almost on every time. Oh my Facebook people, shout out. Mommy Stella Dogubo, they go, it be like say she get roster. Thursday, Thursday, Facebook, Tuesday, YouTube, Saturday, Twitter. Mommy Stella, I can see you on Facebook. Thank you very much. Then Valo Omamara. Valo Omamara says, make una know they forget also when they always stream from Facebook. Valo, no worry, I will not forget you again. Lie. We will not forget you. Thank you very much, all those streaming from Facebook. The real aim is really not just to have audience. Trust me, it's not. I mean, we could have just stayed on. It's not just to have audience for nothing. We could have stayed on Twitter and just. But the real aim is to have a lot of people listen to the right information because this is the only place you can get it. So please endeavor to also share the links, the Facebook link to YouTube link to people that are not on Twitter to also try to follow and get some of this information. All right, so quickly, let me go. GRVPRO, I think you are back now because I saw you waving your hand. Are you back now? All right, please go ahead.
Shrine members. Thank you so much, General Overseer, Mr. Saddam, Mr. Otumba. Thank you so much. I mean, well meaning. Jimmy, I see you. Everybody, Madam McDonald. Oh, she's not here. Wilson, I see everybody. I see everybody on the space. I want to just quickly, react on EU on INEC. Like the last I said, right? Um, we shouldn't really depend on those guys, but it's a good one that they have finally come out to at least speak justice or speak the truth now. But we could remember at first these guys were saying otherwise, and then we Nigerians were the one battling with our own matter on our own by our own self. But them coming out now to condemn this whatever they are coming to condemn, For me, I'm making that happen tomorrow now. They will come and say something else. But it's a good one, right? They have said the truth now. So it is now left for the judiciary now. You know, this judiciary are on trial on every state, especially even in Lagos State, sef, where you have a governor voting with an invalid voters card. And if a governor can vote with an invalid voters card, it means that there are a lot of people that they might brought out on election day to be voting with invalid ID card, and INEC is doing nothing about it. In a especially in a state where you have an elected officer that have denounced, that have rejected the state and even the country, and is still in the office. So the judiciary is really, really, really on the trial. But for me, I don't really. For me, I only believe on Nigerians, and I pray. I just want to ask us, let's pray, please, as we are taking action. But please don't misquote me. Oh. Prayer without work, now failure. It can never work. So we as we are praying for the judiciary to do the right thing, because this man, I mean,
Encourage us. Things are really hard. I mean, it's crazy out there. Sadly, when the nation is in turmoil like this, I mean, I call it turmoil. The nation is in turmoil. Things are happening, and the evidence of what's happening will be made apparent in the next few weeks. I mean, I think we've underestimate how tough it is out there, for Nigerians, but it's all going to unfold in due course. But sadly, what we're seeing, what we're witnessing in Nigeria right now, is affecting everybody. I mean, it's affecting even those of us here who did not sign up for it, and it's really, really quite sad. Sometimes, when I see all this, all the tweets about, mocking, Agbado people wailing, talking about hardship, sometimes I'm tempted to join in and, mock and laugh, but it's not funny. The human side of me just, feels for them because they touch everybody. I mean, we're all in the same boat. And it always takes my mind to this Bible verse, Proverbs 29 verse 2, that says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." And I start thinking, when was the last time we actually had righteous leaders in Nigeria? Like, when was the last time Nigerians were actually content or happy, or had Okay, at the barest minimum, when was the last time we had people in power with empathy? I mean, we just finished enduring 8 years of Buhari, who seemed like the most wicked demon, to take power on the entire continent. Very uncaring, very cold. And I'm sure at some point we all thought, oh, we can, no, we can never do, we can't do worse than Buhari. This man cannot. I mean, no one. In fact, what amazed me was just before the swearing in, I was talking to a friend who is also a fellow obedient, and we were talking about what is in store for Nigerians when Tinubu, if Tinubu was sworn in. And I remember him saying something like, well, the good news for Tinubu is that expectations are low. So he might actually succeed because expectations are low. So he might just surprise everybody. No one is expecting him to do well. Well, we can also the result of that, of those expectations or lack thereof. I mean, I'm sure Nigerians do not think that there was going to be a president worse than Buhari. I'm sure Nigerians didn't even imagine that we were going to be in this boat. And what's more painful is that Nigerians did not vote for this man. So we're under siege. So I don't know what can happen beyond what we are doing, fighting to make sure the judiciary is held accountable and they do what they are doing. Sadly, well, maybe because of the Salah break, where I think we've taken our eyes off the ball a bit, there's not really been much buzz about the tribunal, but I think we should not let our take our foot off the pedal. I've seen fewer tweets about the tribunal on the TL. I think we should not, because this is our very existence on the line. I just do not see how Nigerians can cope with this present. I mean, these guys are callous, they are evil, they are wicked. There is no, I mean, there's zero empathy, there's zero plans for ordinary Nigerians. Absolutely nothing. There's no, even the body language, even if it's, and give them time. There's nothing. I have not seen any signal in their body language that they have anything for the common Nigerian. So there's something I want to say. For obedience, I mean, what we've come a very long way. What we achieved in the last election was unprecedented. But there's something that disappoints me a bit, and I think we can do better at. After the election, I always thought that the next phase, the next thing will be citizens' engagement in politics. Because back to that Bible verse I read out, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. I just asked, when last we have righteous people in power? In our government houses, in our various states, not even the presidency. I want to encourage all obedience on this space, you know, not if you can. I mean, do your best, in your community. Sign up to actually participate in this thing. Because if we do not begin to rotate out, get rid of these guys, I mean, starts from the grassroots level. Well, during the election, I signed up, I joined the Labour Party. I know there's been a lot of talk of, oh, are we going to, should we need a vehicle? Should we join the Labour Party? Yeah, the Labour Party is not perfect, but I can't do it. There's no other vehicle, right? If you can, in your neighborhood, find out who your ward chairman is. Just sign up, just do something. It may not yield immediate fruits, but eventually, it will yield results. I think every single one of us should get active, because God forbid that we lose at the tribunal. God forbid that we lose our court cases. The question will be, what's next? We're all going to have to go back to the drawing board and
My sister, there's
figure
no
out.
matter of if it's not even possible, say, don't even be thinking that one is not even, don't even say
Okay,
that one.
okay, Saddam. Saddam,
That means
maybe.
that is the end of Nigeria. That's the end of Nigeria. There's no
Sa-
Nigeria again. So
Saddam,
don't even be going
I'm
there,
so
beg.
scared, man. You have no idea. I'm so
Please, if
scared.
tell me if you're scared, is that you don't know what we have as our case.
I
You
know,
don't,
I know, I
you
know,
know
I
we have
know,
our
I
case. What are
know.
you scared? What are you scared? That's the end of Nigeria. So don't even be, there's no God, don't God forbid. That's our problem. We'll come and say, God forbid. We carry prayer. What God has
Is
given the
that
power to do. Please, please,
I've been
please, please, please.
praying. I have so much faith. I know we have a
If they do it, then we
we
will
have a
scatter
case
the
that we
country.
cannot
We will scatter
lose.
everywhere.
I know
Everything
we
will
have an
scatter.
unlosable case. I
Please read my
understand.
lips, my sister. Read my lips. If they do anyhow, everything will scatter. It is simple. Now, there's not that time of all those nonsense. This thing. Do you think I won't talk? These people that are suffering right now, up and down, shouting for about. It's about people say that lead the charge for us from front. I beg. But go on, my
Saddam,
friend. Continue.
yeah, I get where you're coming from. We have a case on we have a case that's, I mean, all the evidence is just too overwhelming. I mean, come on. In any sane society, this case should be over. It's not even up for debate. There's no court you will take our case to that will not, I mean, it's too, Anyway, what I want to just encourage all obedience, while we wait for the courts to do their thing. I was talking to a very prominent obedience recently and asking him, about this, post election and all that. And he said, "Oh, I'm going back to my business. I'm not interested. Oh, you know what? Let's join up now. Let's get active. Let's join up with the Labour Party. What are we doing? What are we doing?" And that feeling of I know there are lots of people who are in the background working, but I want to encourage every single one of us. Whatever you can do, get involved. If you do not believe in the Labour Party, I know that many people join this movement because of Peter Obi, and if you do not believe in the Labour Party, find a vehicle. As long as you're making a positive impact in your environment, start with your immediate environment. Start with your ward. Join up with other people of like minds. And just be. I know many of your people are tired. We were very active during the election, but let's not let this team die. That's just the word I want to give all obedience. And also please, on the tribunal, please let us keep the pressure up. We're doing a fantastic job. I'm so proud of every one of us. Saddam, God bless you. You have no idea what you're doing with this space. I mean, the power, the impact you're making. I mean, I have no words. God bless you. Please, everyone, keep it up. Let's keep
Please, so
let's keep the pressure on these guys and reclaim our mandates.
send us for your money, or
Otuba, I like Kibati to just round up a submission in peace. All right, Kibati, thank you very much for that submission. I actually buy into your idea as per people should get involved. I think that was the message you needed to pass. If Saddam had not come in, I would have come in. People should get involved. What Kibati said is very important is that Peter Obi is going to be president of Nigeria, but how fast development will get to your state or your local government will depend on how involved you are. You get so. I mean, it will eventually get there, but it will get there quite. If you have, for example, now when Peter Obi becomes president, and Abia State, for example, would get developed faster than I don't know which state to use now. Maybe Akwa Ibom is lucky; they probably have some governors that had average sense. I don't know. Maybe I don't know which state. I don't want to mention any state, but Abia State to get developed faster. Otuba, I go mention your state, Osun State.
I have a good governor. You get good governor. So
Yeah.
it's
So
just that it should not be. It should be wearing. I want to should be wearing condoms. Continue.
So that's why what Kibati is saying is it's important. I don't when I say people should join the Labour Party, I don't say it from the perspective of we strategize if it's now or never. Believe me, if the tribunal does something wrong, forget 2027, don't forget it too. Believe me, I mean Tinubu is going to sit down and going to tell himself that was close. It's never going to happen again. So just forget. let's not even go
My
there.
brother, we scatter the country. We scatter
I'm
everywhere.
telling you. So
Because
it's
if
not.
you're expecting a drug dealer, a fucking criminal, to give you elections, what are you saying? The country goes up to flames if you think this criminal will give you another elections. This one is
Before.
for you with your heart. You're not saying the country burns down, everything scatter. We start from afresh.
If they don't
For sure,
say,
come
if
for the
they don't
country.
say that was a close one, who they do close one with them?
Hmm.
Baba, they don't give us this mandate. Everybody go home.
If you don't give us the mandate, everybody go home, man. Everybody to your tent to Israel. Let us scatter each
Which
other
Igbo
afresh.
man? You think me as an Igbo man will be in Nigeria with this nonsense? You think I'll do 4 more years as an Igbo man with this drama? Baba, when you finish, Baba, everybody go and be president of your region.
Thank you very much. So it's very important. So please, like Kibati, join. It's very important as well. Join a political party in your region, in your place, because that's how you can make impact. If you can get a good House of Rep member, a good councillor, a good local government chairman, perhaps a good governor, you will enjoy it easily than if your governor is very useless. So that's very, very important. Please join. If you don't want to join Labour Party, join any other party. Okay, quickly, that ends is all they hear about. You don't come. Anyway, I'm sure you probably want to take a breather, then maybe we'll take after some speakers. Whenever you are ready, just, of course, you can come in anytime. So let's just go to Ejikeme.
Why you won't call it GK, because you don't the flash for no.
You get as they do me for body now. I'm just,
Now 4 minutes you get. You don't start.
yes. Now 4 minutes what I get. You see, it's high time we stopped begging the judiciary. Say una dey mad ni. Do your worst. Don't do justice to this case. CJN Ariwola and the Supreme Court judges, don't do justice to this case. You will now understand that the last hope of the common man in Nigeria, as he be so, now the common man himself, not the judiciary. Don't do justice to the case. We are tired of begging you people. That they say there's a part of the presidency. He's not a president. He was never actually elected. He didn't win that election. He said, okay, sorry, you'll say my blood they hot. That what is he doing with 124 cars? I was like, no. That you see, when you have a criminal who has been caught, but for some reason the law is not so binding on him yet, he brandishes himself in such a way to say, in your faces, I'm a criminal, I stole it, and I'm showing you people that I stole it. That is what this guy is doing. Another negative conformity experiment. That's one side. Let me also join Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo to please beg the military. You see, when you have an unconstitutional and illegitimate man at the saddle and you are forced by the constitution to salute him, this level of disgrace you people are getting now is what you will get. Oh yes, it's what you will get. Our revered armed forces. Now, the president is now somebody that goes to every state. Very soon, Tinubu will appear in his toilet and they will mount parade of guards. Military comes out when it is serious. It's just showing you that this man knows that he did not win this thing. He didn't win this thing. He's just putting it all in our faces. 122 vehicles. You're telling Nigerians to sacrifice, but you don't have what it takes. You don't have a conscience. Can you not land in Lagos and tell those service chiefs, I don't want to see any of your cars. My convoy will take us. That's how to reason. If they must be there to salute you as commander-in-chief. But of course, a criminal drug baron will do everything, just like old-time 419ers. This is their rhetoric. This is how they move. Don't give us shame. Too much of this shame is too much. But you see, judiciary, you people are the guys on trial. Do your worst. Let us see whether we'll have Nigeria at the end of it. Thank you very much. I use the mic.
All right, thank you very much, AGK. So our guys streaming on YouTube. Sorry, I think we had a glitch on YouTube. Not a glitch. I don't tired of using that word. But you can go back now. It has been resolved. So the YouTube channel is up live. Before I come to distinguish, let me just some people. Some people be doing this Facebook because you know they call them. They know they won't talk. On Facebook, Minister Ezekiel, Eyes on the Judiciary. I see you. Uzo Fabian say we dey here. Usinkan Isaac says, will there be a way out of this mess? We find ourselves in just lost my job and can't place my head on what the future holds. Obi has, don't worry, Isaac, I trust, I personally believe Obi is coming very quickly. All right, thank you very much to all of you on Facebook. Distinguished, please go ahead.
1 minute, hold on. Madam, distinguished, I beg 1 second. See, something will happen by next week because by next week, their ministerial list will come out. Part of what will happen will be self-destruction from within. That one day.
Jimmy, all this will be our business now. All this let them move on tomorrow. It'll be our business. I don't know why people are not they talk. These people are in government in Nigeria. Why are we talking about that?
That one is just by the way. I don't talk on before. Banza
Nigerian MJ, I see plenty people for house. How on a day? It does they look things. I just see some kind things for timeline where they make me laugh. And sometimes I also hear some obedience trying to be what is the right word? Sympathetic to the trying to be emotional. This is the same problem that got you people to where you are right now. Judiciary have not given their ruling yet. We don't know which side they're going to be on, but we know what the right ruling should be. And like I keep saying on the timeline, we are not in court because we don't understand English. We are not in court because we cannot read the constitution. We are not in court because Mahmoud refused to come to court. We are in court because a crime was committed, right? Tinubu did not win the election. Tinubu shouldn't even be on the ballot in the first place. So you guys need to keep your eyes on that part and stop feeling pity for Agbado people. That is not your problem. If they cannot afford fuel, okay. Your people, can your own family people afford fuel? Focus on what matters to you. Focus on your family. Focus on your friends. Anybody wailing on the timeline, that is not your problem. Yes, laugh at them, because me too, I go laugh at them. Well. I am well prepared to drag them. I am so passionate about ridiculing them online, because what did these people do us? What did these people do us last year throughout the whole campaign period because of Tinubu? The kind shit where we chop for man because of this man. This man from Guinea, nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows where he came from. Nobody knows his name. Nobody knows his family. Just out of nowhere, he's like one of those Nigeria people that sneak into Nigeria with from a yam trailer, and all of a sudden he's the president. And you have these people, supposedly educated men and women, holding brief for him, defending him. And to make matters, it would have even been different if it was just about defending Tinubu. But guess how low they went? They started attacking tribes. So now Igbo people can't be problem for Nigeria because of Tinubu. You have all these bigots. They came out of nowhere. It's like onion stem sprouting out of nowhere, uncontrollably, insulting people, even up to today. You don't get any kind of insult where I never tried because I be Igbo person. Igbo person where no they even have it. I don't even know how many tribes are there in Nigeria apart from Igbo. People who I don't even know from nowhere, just they tell me things where I don't even supposed to know. Just because of Tinubu. And then some of you are talking about being sympathetic. What are you sympathetic about? Where we wanna not see what happened for election? Did you not see people where they stab for eye? You not see people where they beat? You not see people where they hospital? You not see people where they injure? I mean, you know here say they shoot people for election. And
People died. 70
74
something
people
thank
people
you.
died.
died.
Una know
74
they
people
see,
died.
maybe una don't forget, or because they no shoot una and make una know they remember. How can you forget so soon and then you start coming? You start trying to be. This is why you are where you are. If not Buhari go say this is why we are. That is Buhari's language. But now the same thing way they talk with that. Because I know they listen. The same thing over and over and over again. Look at just one time on a president go Paris. First time. He thought that when he goes there, they will roll a red carpet. Everybody will be shouting Jagaban, Jagaban, Jagaban. Everybody will wear the infinity cap. Everybody will wear one bed dress in Paris to come and start dancing for him. That's what he thought. But when he went there, he saw the personalities in there. He saw the kind of leaders in there. Educated men and women. Well-spoken, well-traveled. People who came with an agenda. Women like Motley, who called that, what's his name, Macron. Even asked Macron, how dare you? Tinubu he shrunk like a plastic bag in an oven. He could not even say anything. He was just looking. He was so intimidated. He did not know where to start from. You know, I don't know whether people have noticed. This man is a talk. If you watch any of his video, there's a way he vibrates. You know how those Agbero on that bridge, any little thing, then go bounce left and right. Check all Tinubu's video, you will see it. Whenever he's talking, he will move left and right, like say he won't push it. He does it. Or he will raise his hands up like all those machine drivers trying to fight. He could not do it there because that is not what the occasion calls for. That is not why they are there in Paris. Nobody will recognize him. Nobody knows the man. He has no clout. Nobody knows him. People don't even rush go shake his hand. You see, this incident saved the picture. When big we go to that same France, you go see things. Not be me go tell you. You go see. People will probably just bend down for him. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala is not a politician, but look at the way people were falling over to take pictures with her. Even one man almost won't kiss her because of say he see Ngozi. People, big men, rose up from their chairs to come and embrace her, shake her hands. Everywhere. I'm sure she took so many pictures, she not even post all of them. But on that Tinubu day for corner, Una Jagaban, the man is unpopular. So this is the kind of nonsense that we have been reduced to. And who made it possible? Not be on Agbado people. Not be on Abatidiot friends. They are the ones who put you in this position. Nigeria used to be bigger than this. If you hear, I used to tell people before, if I tell somebody that I'm a Nigerian, the first thing they shout is, "Hey, JJ Okocha! Oh, JJ Okocha! Oh, Atlanta! Oh, football! Ah, you guys are so good at." That's the first thing they recognize. They always call out our strength. They call out things we used to do well. That's the first thing they identify. But now, that person you be Nigerian, the first thing they look you up and down. They won't even say stuff just so that they won't annoy you, because they know that you people have been reduced to almost nothing, all because of Jagaban people, all because of bad idiots. So why are you feeling pity for them? Are they not adults? Did they not go and vote? Did they not see Labour Party logo? Did they not see Peter Obi's name? Did they not know who they should have voted for, and they chose to vote for Tinubu? So what is the pity about? We warned them. We told them that this is going to happen. There's nothing happening right now that these people were not aware of. There's nothing happening that nobody told them. David Hundein sang it. He wrote about it. He even made videos about it. He kept tweeting about it. Everybody talked about it. But then guess what? We were the enemies. It was the IPOP. It's IPOP that wants to destroy Nigeria. What is it? Igbo people. Igbo people will never smell presidency. Igbos will never be the president of Nigeria. Hunger. Now hunger go even by the time hunger finish you now, you not go even know what your country name be. By the time hunger finish you, shebi I don't see report today. Economy seat where una go day 10, squeeze each other like sardine, 2.2 million. So after you don't hustle for visa finish, you go come use 2.2 million, buy plane ticket. See, and that economy seat is probably 14 hours layover. You go carry you go one kind fourth world country to go and hustle, right? Because you're trying to escape worry. Nobody is going anywhere. Una go day here so far. Nobody is going anywhere. I want Tinubu to do all the things where they're in my agenda. I have asked you people, show me where he's wrote in his manifesto that this is what he's going to do for Nigeria. All this tax. He did not mention it in his manifesto, and people were running around like chickens. Show us where it was written. Una go see tax run. He has started the excise tax. That car tax, 1,000 naira. You people had 1,000 and you're grumbling. Wait until you reach car vehicle office in Nigeria. Then you go know whether that your 2023 Honda be Benz. Now 1,000 naira then go collect for. If they know you slap, collect 7,000. You go pay tire. You will come online and cry. And I will be here to remind you that this is the choice you made. I am not going to be fair. I am not going to be kind. I am not going to mince my words. I am not even going to be, I know, and only obedience with the things they pay me, because we really tried. It hurt me that obedience, I wish there was a way to separate obedience from this madness.
Distinguished, we tried and we
I
won.
wish there was a way to
Please.
remove obedience from this suffering, so that I can ridicule these people in a way that they've never seen before. They thought that trolling a business. I go happily do it. You see, we are in court, and anybody who thinks that we're not winning is lying. Peter Obi is going to win, but guess what's going to happen? Tinubu go Supreme Court, and we are ready for it. We will meet him at the Supreme Court. 60 days. We have waited for many months since February election till now. We are not going to die after the tribunal judgment. We are going to wait for another 2 months for the Supreme Court to come up with a judgment. We will be here to the last day. But you see that shege, bad idiots, let them enjoy it, right? If you don't have money to buy fuel, that is your problem. If you cannot afford food, get out of social media. Do not disturb us about it, because we warned you. Shall we not tell you? We warned you. Very soon, they will tax your existence. They will tax the house that you're living in. They will tax the children where you born. Tinubu must make all the money that he spent in this election. When he was giving your uncles and aunties bundles of US dollars, did you ask him, Egbon, how you go take make this money back? How you go take recover your money? Did you ask him, oh girl, where is this money coming from?
Distinguished, please, 1 minute before you continue. Did you say they will tax the children?
Omo, you never see tax.
So
If you bought too
for
much,
my brothers in the north that used to say they have one man have, do you know what you're saying? Please,
The
distinguish.
riot will start in the north, Sadam.
if you born
Start from
anyhow,
there.
you go pay tax. That is the truth. Because you should not be having too many kids.
Before you sleep with your wife,
You
self,
should
then
not
go
be having
tax you
too
now.
much kids if you
Before you
cannot
start the sleep,
afford food.
you then
Why
go
are
do.
you having all that children? Abi? That is what you people are going to experience. If you like, call it bluff. If you say, oh, I'm too loud, I'm this, I'm too noisy, that one no concern me. You go now, me and you go there here. But for me, I always tell you people, I'm in the diaspora. I don't have any problem. I'm sitting in front of a supermarket. Gas is $3 a liter, a gallon. A gallon is about 4 liters, right? I am fine. I am not suffering. I don't have any issues. I just left work. Nothing is going to make me wake up more than I should at night. I have my 6 to 7 hours sleep uninterrupted. But we still devote time to speak out. I have the influence online. I have the followers. I speak out because una police no go come carry me for my house. Una DSS no go come my door. Una petty police officers will not come and harass me. That is why I feel like, okay, I can speak as much as I want.